It started when I moved into a rental house outside of Denver. It was cheap, almost suspiciously cheap, but I was broke and desperate, and the landlord seemed eager to get someone in quickly. The only thing he warned me about was the basement. He said, "Don't go down there at night." That's not a joke. I laughed, thinking he meant it was just creepy or unsafe. But I should have listened. The house itself was fine, quiet neighborhood, old but cozy. But the basement? It felt wrong. Like the air changed when you stood at the top of the stairs. It was freezing cold, and it smelled faintly of wet concrete and rot, no matter how often I cleaned. For weeks I avoided it. But then things started to happen upstairs. I'd hear muffled crying coming from the floorboards beneath my bed, always around 3:17 a.m. Not weeping, sobbing, a woman's voice, broken, ragged. When I'd go down to check, it would stop the moment I reached the basement door. Then came the scratching. Not on the walls, on the inside of the basement door. Long, slow drags of fingernails. I started locking the door at night. I even pushed a chair in front of it. One night, the scratching turned into banging, violent pounding. I grabbed a knife and flung the door open, shining my flashlight down the stairs. There was nothing there, but every single step down to the basement had a fresh, wet footprint on it. Bare feet, leading upward. I nearly left that night. But something made me stay. Maybe it was curiosity. Or maybe it was whatever was in that basement pulling me in. I finally went down at night. I told myself I had to confront it. The light at the bottom flickered and died as soon as I reached the floor. I stood there, surrounded by pitch-black silence. Then I heard breathing, close, slow, right behind me. I spun around, but no one was there, except in the corner. I saw it. Not fully, a shape. A woman, thin and impossibly tall, her face obscured by hair that moved like it was underwater. She didn't move, but her mouth opened wider and wider until it wasn't a mouth anymore, just a gaping black hole that let out the same sobs I'd heard under my bed. I ran. I didn't even pack. I broke my lease, lost my deposit, changed my phone number. I never told the landlord why. I just said I couldn't stay another night. A few weeks later, I looked up the address. 20 years ago, a woman who lived there was locked in the basement by her husband. She starved to death alone. Neighbors said they heard her crying for help, but no one acted in time. Now, I still dream of her sometimes. And when I wake